Hey, my name is Marty Leeds, and today we're going to take a look at the Skull and Bone Society and its relationship to pi. Now, we know pi is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, and it's the number 3.1415. Now, a whole number approximation of pi is 3.142, and we're going to be using both of these today. And how we're going to understand Skull and Bone Society is through English gematria. Now, here's the cipher we have for our English alphabet. And what I've done here is separate the alphabet A through M and N through Z. And then what we've done here is, following the story of Genesis, we walked up the 6 days of creation and then rested on the seventh and then just walked back down. So we have A through M here and N through Z, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 resting on the G, and you can see the G here. And then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can actually derive pi with this by taking out the prime numbers. A prime number is a number divisible by 1 in itself, and it's 2, 3, 5, 7, and then 5, 3, 2. And then you can connect the non-primes, which are 1, 4, 6 and 6, 4, 1 here, with a Jewish menorah, with the 7, or the G here, being the central pillar. And so 6 plus 6 is 12, 4 plus 4 is 8, and 1 plus 1 is 2, and this comes together to give you 22, and this leads you right to your G and your 7 here, and 22 divided by 7 equals pi, or 3.142. So here's our cipher once again for our English alphabet, and what we're going to do is use that on the Skull and Bones here. But first we're going to understand what Skull and Bones is. Skull and Bones is an undergraduate senior secret society at Yale University, and it's in New Haven, Connecticut. And some of the former members are John Kerry and George Bush, both junior and senior, were involved with Skull and Bones. And their main insignia or symbol was this, was the skull and then the crossbones here. And it had the number 322 underneath it, this 322. We're going to understand what that means. But first, let's put the numbers to the letters of Skull and Bones. So we can look here. S is 6, K is 3, U is 6, L is 2, L is 2, and then we have an ampersand, which doesn't have a numerical equivalent. And then B is 2, O is 2, N is 1, E is 5, and S is 6. Now, this adds up to 35. Now, the Skull and Bones have often been equated with the Illuminati, and the Illuminati as well equals 35, 52261, 51175. So a direct numerical relationship between the Illuminati and Skull and Bones. And why is this 35 important? It's because in our cipher, pi is actually 3, 5 here, and you can look 3 and then 5. So now that we see that there's like a relationship here between pi, Skull and Bones, Illuminati, let's take a look at what this 322 means. So since it seems that the Skull and Bone Society has a relationship to pi, what we're going to do is actually look for pi in our number line. And what we're going to do is just walk up our number ladder or our number line, and we're going to find pi in here. So we have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then notice we have 13, 14, and 15. And putting the decimal place here, we can find pi, or 3.1415. Now, here's our cipher again. And what we can do is actually walk up to where we get pi, all the way to 14 here is where we're going to stop. And actually put the numerical equivalents to each of the words. And we'll do that in a second. And why we're going to stop at 14 here is very important, because your hand actually has 14 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And notice 13, decimal place, and 14. And this is where the decimal place is established in pi. So that's why we're going to stop here. So here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And so we're going to assign all the numbers here. 0 becomes 13, 1 becomes 8, 2 is 13, 3 is 28, 4 is 19, 5 is 21, 6 is 14, 7 is 22. And this is very interesting because 22 divided by 7 is pi. 8 is 30, 9 is 12, 10 is 13, 11 is 23, 12 is 28, 13 is 41, and this is interesting as well because you have 13 and 41. All you have to do is switch this around and you have pi. And then finally we have 14 being 37. 13 plus 8 plus 13 plus 28 plus 19 plus 21 plus 14 plus 22 plus 30 plus 12 plus 13 plus 23 plus 28 plus 41 plus 37 equals Now we walked up our number line to find pi, or 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And notice to get the 322 of the Skull and Bone Society, we stopped at 14 here. And now, but the digits of pi actually keep going, and our number line are 3.1415, as we see here. And then the next number would be 16, and this does not follow the digits of pi. So it'd be 16 here, and now it's 926, etc. So this 15 here becomes pretty important, and we're going to see this here. Now notice in this picture, this is a picture of the Skull and Bone Society. There's 15 total members here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys in the back row. And then we have 13, 14, and 15. Now, what's important about this 12 in the back row here is this actually references this clock here, the 12 hours in a half day. Now, this motif was actually used at least twice, and so it becomes very symbolic and very important, and we're going to see this. So this 15 we'll see over here. When we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, this actually, these three gentlemen in the center here actually give us pi, or 13, 14, or 15, or 3.1415. Now, we got our cipher from the Freemasonic symbol, and they actually encode that as well. We have the 12 around 1, the 12 gentlemen around the clock here, or this guy here, and this is the point in the center. And then drawing down from his shoulders and their knees will actually create the compass. And then, of course, the square here. And so these gentlemen are actually encoding the gematria of our English alphabet, the insignia of the Freemasons, and then as well encoding pi just by how they're sitting. So let's take a look at this 15 and why it's so important. 15, why is it so important? Question: how many people does it take to run or ruin the world? And the answer is 15. But luckily for us, it only takes one human being to change it. 66111255517 come together to give you 35. My name is Marty Leeds. I have 2 books for sale, one called Pi, the Great Work, and another called Pi in the English Alphabet, Volume 1. I'm prepping Volume 2 right now. You can get me at martyleeds33.com. Thank you.